Videographers, this is Brian Lillie, L-I-L-L-I-E. He's Chief Information Officer for Equinix, E-Q-U-I-N-I-X. So you can look at me.
Okay.
So Brian, during your presentation today, you talked about Equinix having 140,000 physical connections globally.
Yeah.
But you talked about a trend in terms of logical connections. Can you talk a little bit more about that trend and what's driving that trend?
Sure, I'd be happy to. The 140,000 connections, or what we call cross connects, it's between 135 and 140. It changes every day as customers come on board and want to connect with each other. Those connections are service providers to service providers, so carriers to cloud providers, as well as content and some enterprises. But the enterprises really haven't come in a large way. And that's probably a vertical we're developing faster than the other verticals, because the other verticals really get it. It's the internet peering points are within Equinix, and around those peering points, which are really in the 15 countries we're in, that's where cloud and financial services and content built their ecosystems around. Well, this whole move to digitizing the enterprise, is how do we move from these physical connections, which are sort of point-to-point, one-on-one, to if I had a port on a switching fabric that everybody was connected into. And when you think about everybody, if I'm an enterprise and I have a port on a switch, and I have multiple cloud providers that are on the other side of that switch, whether those are IaaS, infrastructure as a service providers like Amazon or Microsoft or Google or VMware, or SaaS providers like Salesforce or Workday or Taleo or LinkedIn, etc. So if I could be an enterprise and I could have a port on that switch, and I could create virtual connections to those cloud providers, it's a very efficient way to connect to clouds, is through the switching fabric. It's not only efficient, it's fast. You can turn up a virtual circuit either programmatically via an API, or you can do it as man in the loop over a portal. So what we see is that the next wave of driving cloud connectivity is to drive this digitally via these logical or virtual circuits rather than physical circuits.